Well, good afternoon or morning, wherever you happen to be. Thank you very much for taking a moment. We are the creators of software to perform visual search. It's also called shape search. Our technology uses geometry to locate matching geometry in other files. You can also refine that search by adding text to the visual search. Our company co-founder, Dr. Jamie Tan, received his PhD in physics from MIT in 1990, and Jamie will be joining me in the breakout sessions. So if you have questions, please be aware of that. After graduating, then he began to explore finding ways to use geometry to locate necessary data in a database. And eventually, as we got into project management, what we found is that we were applying our technology to individual cases for individual clients. So we finally turned that into a product in the last few years called VizSeek, which is where we wind up in the startup realm. And VizSeek has a number of applications, but first let's talk about why that is necessary. In the 1980s, the world went digital. Files that are data that used to be in a file, in a filing cabinet, suddenly was a series of ones and zeros on a hard drive. This created enormous advantages in being able to create and modify and share data, but it also created a completely unexpected disadvantage, and that is people couldn't find their data anymore. If you didn't know the name or the location of that file, you could spend hours trying to find it, or you just give up and you recreate the information once again. When the file is defined by shape, text search doesn't help. You cannot type a shape. So we created VizSeek. We created this technology that can locate shapes. It works like this. You connect VizSeek to the database that you want to make searchable, either in our cloud environment or on-premise. VizSeek then indexes all of these files, identifies the critical elements in each file, and creates what we call a shape signature. Now that is a key that helps you go back and find that shape again later. Think of it like the FBI and a thumbprint. Now, once that has been done, you can take a photo with your phone, or you can drag and drop on a desktop any type of file, a PDF, a 3D model, and VizSeek will find anything in your database that contains that shape. Now, as far as what else is on the market, there are good systems out there that can take a photo and find a photo. Those are really good for consumer items, and you can find those on a number of websites. There are also some pretty good systems out there for taking a 3D model and finding a 3D model in your database. What that does is helps you avoid duplicated effort. VizSeek does both of those and a lot more. It crosses other file types, and we do not know of any other technology that has this capability. There are a lot of use cases for visual search. I'm not going to bore you by reading all of these. You can download this later. I can send it to you. E-commerce is really starting to come up. We have recently partnered with a company that has an outstanding e-commerce platform for machinery, and now they'll be able to use VizSeek to find specific components without having to know the name of that or even speak the language. You can simply take a photograph and you can go find that component that you need. It's just one of many, many use cases. Let's look specifically at one use case that comes up a lot. People spend 19% of their time looking for and collecting information. We're all losing a workday a week just trying to find information in our databases. So if we look at this as the design engineer, let's say you've got a design engineer, she's sure the company is already making this particular part, but nobody knows what that file is called. The options are at this point is to waste a lot of expensive engineering time hunting around in the database. Maybe you find it, maybe you won't, or you waste a lot of time by recreating a file that already exists. And now you've got duplicate tooling, you've got two part numbers, you've got double the cost, and so on. It's a lot of waste, and this happens every single day in industry. But with VizSeek, a design engineer can start her drawing. She can then find what's already in the database and even do a hand sketch to see what is in there that already looks like that. Conversely, you can find what's in the database that looks like the part that you need, then you can modify your design to match what you're already making so you don't have to duplicate a part. Multiply that by hundreds or thousands of parts that you're manufacturing every year, and you can start to see the financial benefit VizSeek has, it has a significant effect on profit margins. So we are a US company. We already have global clients. We have a reseller in Stuttgart, Germany. We've got other tech partners that we partner with. We are looking for more tech partners. We find that this is a really good way for people to get their hands on our technology. So we're looking for more customers as well. Very simply, we tend to work with big clients. Our technology is scalable to small and mid-sized clients. But the reality is we tend to have very big clients, including one of the world's largest tier 1 automotive manufacturers, a Swedish company that is signing with us this week. So we're active in many industries. You can see them listed there. We're particularly strong in shipbuilding, injection molding, automotive. In fact, VizSeek was named the 2021 New Technology of the Year by the Automotive Aftermarket Parts Association. And with that, I will say thank you for your time and your interest, and I look forward to connecting.
Thank you, Matt. So could you clarify, is this on the cloud or on premises? And also,
Yes.
what types of applications can it be integrated with?
Good points. We do have a cloud environment. We are on the secure Oracle cloud. We encourage people to use the cloud environment. It's less expensive. It's easier for everyone. But we know a lot of our clients have security issues that do not allow for that. So it has to be on-premise installation. We can do that as well. So we do both the cloud and on-premise installation. And we integrate with a number of systems. It could be a PLM system. It can be an ERP system. We're really agnostic as far as where the data is stored and where we find that data. Every client has different data. So we can't just say, here's the software, use it. We have to work through the process with them, ask a lot of questions, and get to know how this will work best for them.
Okay, and how do you deal with composite images that are not parsed out in the target files?
Well, we work with, at last count, 41 file types. It may be more than that. But as far as composite images, very often we just simply have to take a look at it. We need to, the file that we're dealing with has to have identifiable geometry in it. So we've looked at things like point clouds and others. Unless there is some way to interpret that data and give it a geometric shape that we can find, there's nothing for us to look at. So I would say, as far as specific file types, we simply have to take a look at it and see if there's a way we can make it work.